Happy Veda, day 3. April 3rd, 2014. Today is Thursday. Thirsty Thursdays! Yay! My girlfriends and I used to celebrate Thirsty Thursdays. It's kind of a thing. I think it's a girl thing. So some of you might be familiar with Thirsty Thursday. I'm off alcohol at the moment. At this very moment, at 8:02 in the morning. No, I spoke to my health coach and it's holding me back a little bit, so I'm holding off on booze right now, but I figured I would, on Thursdays for the month of April for Veda, I would showcase some of my favorite drinks. Not necessarily stuff that I drink on a regular basis, because to be perfectly honest, I kind of do drink on a regular basis. You know, I'm not a falling down drunk or anything, but my husband and I do enjoy imbibing in a little bit of the spirit. But I have certain concoctions that have always had a special place in my heart, which is funny because not many people have booze in their heart, but I do. As a matter of fact, sometimes when I tell people that I've never been a bartender, they're like, really? You would be a perfect bartender. Yes, I know that I would be a good bartender. I never had the opportunity to. I started massage school like pretty much right from high school, and I just never needed the cash, and I always wanted to be a bartender. Not many people aspire to the heights that I aspire to, but you know, who knows? Someday in the future, I might be a bartender. So, by the way, sometimes being a massage therapist is very similar to being a bartender. People lay on my massage table and just spew their whole lives out for me. It's funny. If you've ever seen the movie, it's recent, with Julia Louis-Dreyfus and James Gandolfini, it was actually his last film. She's a massage therapist, and I think that she did some research on that role because, first of all, the way she does her thing is very similar to the way it is in real life, carrying the table and all that kind of stuff. And just, you know, people lay on the table and they just, all inhibitions go out the door, and they think of you as a psychotherapist. Tangent, yay! When I was 19 years old, no alcohol wasn't legal yet, but I was living in Manhattan. I was living in Midtown, and I felt very cosmopolitan. I felt very mature. I felt very grown up. And me and my very best friend, we've been best friends since we're 12. We were both in the city, and we just felt like such grown women. We were like going to school and working, and we had our own money, and we had our own apartments, and not together because we never lived together. And I still love her to this very day. We're not as close as we used to be, but only because we live far away from each other. But anyway, so one afternoon, it was a Friday afternoon, I'll never forget, and she got off work early, and I got out of school around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and at 33rd or 34th and 8th Avenue was a TGI Fridays. In fact, it might still be there, but this is before TGI Fridays turned into the huge chain that it is now, at least not in New York. And so we went there, and we got whacked, like whacked out. And she always had these like huge, you know, voluminous breasts, you know, and we go in there and the guy asks us for ID and she's like, you don't really need our ID, do you? You know, and so at 19 years old, we got absolutely plowed at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Friday at TGI Fridays in the middle of Manhattan. What we were drinking was peanut butter and jelly shots. I don't know if any of you know what peanut butter and jelly shots are. I bought the little mini versions because I'm not drinking this right now, and my husband will drink this and he will thoroughly enjoy this either tonight or tomorrow night. But if I buy whole bottles, first of all, it's like 50 bucks worth of booze. And nobody needs that much sugar in their life, please. This is a very sugary drink. But this is, I think these are like 2 shots each of Chambord, which is raspberry liqueur, which is delightful, even on its own, just on the rocks. So you can actually pour this over ice cream. And then this is Frangelico. Again, I think this is about 2 shots. It doesn't have a, you know, how much it weighs or anything like that, but these look like about 2 shots each. And you just mix equal amounts. It tastes exactly like peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it's delicious. And It's pretty sweet. So, you know, it's, you drink too much of this stuff, you're yakking. You're gonna be seeing your shoes coming out of your mouth. It's disgusting. But you mix equal parts of these, and it is absolutely, it is delightful. It's delicious. It gets you very, very drunk, but not in a bad kind of a tequila way, like, oh my God, I need to get up on a table and take off my clothes. It's very like, hey, I'm all sugared up and I'm drunk, and it's just, it's a delightful drunk. It's a delightful drink. A lot of times people shoot it. They'll take a, you know, a full shot. There she is again. Don't you rub your ass on my carpet. Sometimes people shoot it with just a shot or even test tube shots. This is really good. Even if you combine this and then pour it over ice cream, that's delightful also. My husband likes to just put it in a glass with some ice and relax, and it'll take him an hour and a half to drink this because it just tastes so good, because it tastes exactly like peanut butter and jelly, but yet you just take enough into your mouth so that it just sort of goes down and warms you, and oh, it's just a very, very delightful drink. I highly recommend this if you are somebody who drinks alcohol and you want to enjoy a very nice drink. It has a ton of sugar in it. If you're in fat burn mode, or if you're doing a ketosis thing, you got to be careful with this stuff, because it's like drinking Karo syrup. It's the same thing. It's so much sugar, and I am not going to be drinking this, but I highly recommend peanut butter and jelly shots. So happy Thursday, happy Thirsty Thursday, Veda Day 3, April 3rd, 2014. Bye-bye.